From the News Channel 5 Network, this is Urban Outlook.
Hello and welcome to Urban Outlook. I'm April Eaton. Thank you so much for being with us today. Just this past December, Mayor Megan Barry said the percentage of Metro students who don't read at the grade level is very troubling. So much so, she announced a collaboration between nonprofit organizations, schools, and the city to get students reading at earlier ages. Tennessee Governor Bill Haslam has been focused on the reading problem in the state most of last year, kicking off a statewide initiative for reading in early 2016. So here's a scorecard just to give you an idea of what it looks like in this state. Statewide math achievement scores are actually up. Science scores are up as well, yet with reading, according to the group Chalkbeat, just over 48% of Tennessee students in grades 3 through 8 passed the state's proficiency bar last year. That's down about 2% since 2013. And on the most recent Nation's Report Card, only 1/3 of Tennessee fourth graders earned a proficient reading score. So the question is, what's going on? Why are our students having such a hard time with reading? These not so great numbers is one of the reasons why the YWCA has been working so hard on its family literacy program for many, many years now. Joining us to talk about the numbers and some of the tactics in place to help this problem, our guest, Dr. Tanya Trice, who is the director for the Family Literacy Center, YWCA, and of course, Diane Iovino,
yes,
who is the coordinator for the Family Literacy Center. Thank you all both for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, as I said, you know, we just heard from the mayor not that long ago about some troubling statistics in our metro area. Sure. I'm sure you all are seeing some similar things at the YW through the Family Literacy Center. What's the state of affairs, in your opinion, as far as where our families stand for literacy?
Sure. So where our families stand, research has shown that when parents have a high level of educational attainment, then the children do also, the students do also. So when we have our families come in, and we have mothers in particular who come in and do not have a high school equivalent diploma, then naturally their children are going to be struggling also.
Yeah.
So our mission is to be in place to eradicate those levels, high levels of illiteracy, and to ensure that these families are going to be able to move forward effectively.
This has been a topic, I guess we can say, even on the National Chambers program for many, many years. So what's it take to really get to families and help change these numbers around just a little bit, do you think?
Sure. So what we're doing at the YWCA of Nashville is we have a 4-component model. So we start with children's education. Like, it's so important that children start kindergarten ready to learn.
Yeah.
And so our children's education piece right now is ages 3 through 5. And we help them with just the basic things that they need to know to enter kindergarten to be successful. But then we also have an additional component with that where we have parent education. And with parent education, we're educating our parents on the areas of how do you interact with your children? How do you support them when they're in school? How do you help them with homework? How do you talk to teachers? How do you help them with nutrition? Everything that makes them to be more well-rounded. And so then we take the parent education and the children's education and we combine it into parent and child time. We call that pack time, where we bring these individuals together, and that's what Miss Diane Iovino does at the YWCA of Nashville, and we help them interact together. Because a lot of times, and I like to say, in this cell phone generation world, you can go to a restaurant.
Like this,
yes, and so when we get the children,
bubble.
exactly, if we can get them to learn how to actually be intentional with their time at home, we give them homework assignments. Take 30 minutes, do this at home. And then that also helps. But then we also have to educate the 52,000 individuals here in the city of Nashville who do not have a high school equivalent diploma. So we are also working on that through our adult ed.
Diane, I know as a parent, it can sometimes be scary to try to help my kids with my own with their homework, you know?
Yes.
So you see those scenarios, and as you try to bring the child, the student, and the parent together, how does that work, and how do you make that happen?
Yeah, one of my jobs is to empower those parents and help them to be advocates for their families. And this is done, you know, we want to meet the parents where they are and kind of have those aha moments so we can, you know, go deeper and have those interactions with their children. And like Dr. Trice was saying, it is done through packed parent and child time. And we have workshops that we do and resources that we give for those parenting skills and those early literacy development things that we give for the parents.
We talked about the not so great numbers, but I know you all are seeing some great numbers when it comes to how many people are coming through the Family Resource Center, the Family Literacy Center, to get the resources that you have to offer. Talk about how many families you're helping these days.
So we have a target of helping 100 families within our fiscal year, but we are on target to actually exceed that target. And so when we're looking at families in particular and we're bringing them into the Y and we're providing them with these services, we're working with, also wanted to mention that we have career services. And so with our career services, we're bringing in, we're looking at this whole 4-component model, and we're helping them with careers, we're helping them with family time, we're helping them with adult ed, and so then our numbers just continue to increase. For example, on our career side, we're definitely going to exceed our target here within the next couple of months, because there are a lot of individuals who come and enjoy these services. So
I'm thinking that you may have also through the years seen a huge change. For instance, before, maybe some people thought of the YWCA's Family Literacy Center as a place where I can come and get my GED. But as the family has found more needs, or as you found there more needs inside individual families, I wonder how programs have changed to help accommodate those issues that you're seeing.
Right, so we're excited about the fact that we are one of the only family literacy centers, meaning that there are a lot of centers who help adults get their GED, but we provide the whole family with services. So that's a level of comfort for everyone who comes through the door, meaning that we can help you here with this area, we can help you here with this area, and we can also help you here with this area, and everyone can feel involved. And so we really try to make sure that when they get to the Family Literacy Center, that the whole area speaks to helping the family with redoing our lounge and ensuring that our lounge area has a children's area, but also a lounge area for the adults, and then a place for them to get on the computer. So just making it super comfortable for everyone who comes there.
Yeah, because I didn't think about that. Daycare can sometimes be a challenge, can it, Diane? Where families want to come and learn, but they don't know what to do with their kids in order to do that. And some of them are already working. So trying to squeeze that whole learning and education piece into a day in life of a family, it's got to be difficult.
Right, and then they have that, like you're saying, then they have that whole other piece of the family when they're trying to get their education, and that's really, it's a barrier for them. Any other barriers that you've seen that you can kind of talk people through so they cannot see it so much as a barrier? Just family life, just everyday family stuff that goes on, and you know, and that's whether we're sitting down talking to them through that, you know, to get them their education. We're there to do that. That's why it's called the Family Literacy Center. We're there as a family for them.
Right, and additional barriers. A lot of times individuals don't want to move forward with securing our services because of everything that's going on around them. And we like to talk to them and say, if you look at it in the whole scheme of things, time is going to pass whether you decide to get your GED or to change your career or not. And so the best thing to do is make the best use of your time, and we're here to support you with doing that.
Let's take a quick break, and when we come back I want to talk some more about some specific steps people should think about, because you've got to get them through the door first of all. So how do you do that? And then once they get there, how long does it take to really go through the program and get the resources that they need, and ultimately the education that they may want their families to have? We'll be right back after this.